ticket subscribers, we are taking care of business here in room 261 of CHS overlooking beautiful West Main Street. Yesterday we played one game. The soccer game got moved from Pleasant Plains to Carlinville. We lost to a very good Pleasant Plains team. Today, the calendar looks like this when you go to our webpage. If you look at softball, you can see that we are not playing softball. It's been postponed until May 11th. And the baseball game has been postponed until May 9th. You can also see that for baseball, we're going to try to start that game at 4:30 at Vandalia on Monday. Okay. And then, of course, tonight is the Macoupin County track meet. I think I looked earlier. The first year that Carlinville won the meet was in 1904. I believe Mike Kelly was at that meet, but I'm not sure. Anyway, all right. So, what's going on next week? Well, baseball and softball has undergone quite a scheduling change over the course of the season. At first, if you looked at our schedule 2 months ago, it looked like this. But then Calhoun, we had to move those games away from that date. And then let's see what happened. North Mac canceled our baseball game on that Wednesday, May 11th. We were supposed to play Pana on certain days, but now we're going to play Pana there. And also, let's see, here for softball. No, where was Pana? Oh my goodness. We are going to play Pana here for softball, aren't we? But then baseball is here. That's correct, I think. And so the Staunton baseball games, let's see. Staunton, we're going to play baseball on these dates, and then softball is this rain date for Staunton. And then, of course, it rained today, and so these games at Vandalia are no good, but let's go ahead and move them before we delete them. So we're going to change Vandalia here, and then also change Vandalia from there to there. We're going to delete that North Mac softball game so that we can get this conference softball game in here. And of course, I said it rained today, and so those games are no longer any good. And so also, for what it's worth, we planned this senior trip here on Thursday, which makes it difficult to schedule games for transportation reasons and just for that matter to let the kids go on the senior trip. And so I think that's where we're at, except for, like I said, let's see, we changed this baseball game to 4:30 to accommodate a request by Vandalia. So let's think, is this correct? I believe it is. Softball is now home against Staunton on Monday and at Pana on Tuesday and at Vandalia on Wednesday. We continue to have a game scheduled at Lincolnwood on Friday, whereas baseball now has game on Monday at Vandalia, home against Staunton on Tuesday, and then we go to Pana on that Wednesday. I think that's correct. Let's double check just so we can make sure that we got that right. So we go to the calendar, the daily view. All right. So on Monday, yes, we're baseball Vandalia, softball home against Staunton. On Tuesday, we are at Pana for softball and home against Staunton for baseball. We can see that we did schedule a JV baseball game on that day as well at Leveless Park. For that matter, on Tuesday is the upcoming soccer regional. We play the 6:30 game. There is a 4:30 game. We play the 6:30 game against Hillsborough that night. On Wednesday, you can see that the baseball team is going to Pana now, and the softball team is going to Vandalia. And in fact, there'll be a JV baseball game that day at Pana as well. On Thursday, as mentioned, that's the class trip, but we do have a girls sectional track meet at Gillespie that night. And on Friday the 13th, we still have the softball game versus Lincolnwood. We're hosting the girls soccer regional championship that night at 4:30. Our boys track team will go to Gillespie on that Friday. So I think that's where we're at here. We got the middle school track sectionals on the 14th as well. And so that's where we're at in terms of next week's schedule. It has undergone some changes, so I hope you followed all that. All right. Today's quote is from a funny baseball guy, Bob Euchre. And I believe that'll do it for our Tika report today. Hope you have a great weekend. It's supposed to be nice this weekend, so finally we'll get some sunshine and maybe you'll get a chance to do something fun or, for that matter, just something necessary like some yard work. Have a great weekend.